Before I bring you the rules for our third year of Shed Wars, I would like to stop and dedicate this first of the video to the memory of the man who is a legend. He's recently passed. Most of you know him. His name is Old Alabama Gardener. And I want you to know that this video is dedicated to him, and the entire third year of Shed Wars and our efforts all across the planet are dedicated to him. He lived a very good life, many years, and almost all of it was dedicated to gardening and helping his family and his fellow man. And his legacy is all of us. Even if you don't know him, you probably know someone that did and has learned from him. So here's a moment for you, OAG, Old Alabama Gardener. We miss you, sir. We hope you watching down on us and approve of what we do this year. Thank you very much, sir, for all your work. With that, I'll get started with the rules. That's $100 of my money right there. I'm putting in the hat. And look here. John is going to put in $100 of his money. Boom. We are wrapping up our second year of Shed Wars. Now, here's something that some of you may not know. We don't run from calendar year to calendar year in Shed Wars. We run from the equinox. So we've got the winter solstice, summer solstice, and we've got the fall and the spring equinoxes. And that's what we go by. We use the Earth's time clock to gauge when we start. That being said, it's the fall of the year here in the Northern Hemisphere. In the Southern Hemisphere, it's turning spring. As we get cold, they get warm. So today, I'd like to welcome you all to year 3 of Shed Wars. And I'm going to bring you the rules. We're going to go on a scavenger hunt today in a place I like to be. I'm going to put them all together for you in one place. You're not going to have to go hunt them down. Now, let me tell you this. One thing that we've learned, what we would like for everyone to do, is to always refer back to this video and any other official videos for your information. And please do not make your own rules videos to put out there. In the past, that has caused confusion. Either John or myself will be putting out the official rules videos unless we have someone else do that. So please do that. And if you want to talk about a little bit of the rules, you can, but always refer back to this video and any other official videos. We'll try to keep down some of the confusion. That being said, let me tell you about this. This is Shed Wars Rules 3.0. We've gone to this system now, 3.0. If we have a change, it'll change to 3.1, and so on and so forth. And that's the way we will keep up with the current version. I encourage you to keep up with all the official videos. Be part of a community and know what's going on. If you don't, well, it's going to hurt you later on. So let's go find the first rule. The first one is not going to be hard to find. I know where them little rascals are hiding. Look here. There's one right up under here. Right up under this picnic table made of stone. Can you see it there? Well, that right there is rule number 1. It's talking about the title of your video. We've learned from past years, and we want to try to help people. Here's what we're going to do this year. You're going to name the title of your video whatever you want it to be. If you're teaching something about how to grow green beans, or tomatoes or something like that, let that be the title of your video. But at the end of that, or at the beginning, whichever way you want to do it, this is something we're experimenting with, we want to ask you to put in parentheses, SHEDWARS22SH. That's in parentheses, all capitals, all one word with no spaces. That's going to be used to make it easier for us to find your videos. That's SHEDWARS22SH in parentheses. You should be seeing it right in here, right there where it's hiding. It can be at the middle, the first, or the end of your title, okay? What that's going to do is allow people to have a title that means more for the search algorithms and everything for YouTube. It's going to help you get your content out there. So that is rule number one, the title. You know, I said I know where all these rascals are hiding, but I could be wrong. I hope I don't forget none. But so far, I think they're going to be pretty easy to pick up on. Looky here. These are just as easy as finding Easter eggs for the little kids. Look right here. Can you see it? Can you see it right there? That's rule number 2. You've got to have a playlist on your channel that is titled SHEDWARS22SH. It's just that simple. How does it get any more simple? Just have you a playlist, and you can help us cook up some good content. Now let's go find number 3. And now rule number 3, this is going to be a little bit more detailed. I mentioned, getting you folks to help us cook up some of that good gardening content, so I need a little bit bigger place. I'm going to take a little more time with this one. 12 required videos. That's what we've got in Shed Wars. Each season, we have 12 required videos, and those are going to be 2 each month. You must have 2 of these required videos each month. You can do more, but there needs to be at least 2. Look at there. See it right there? Rule number 3, right? Now, let me tell you about rule number 3, these required videos. They must be about teaching gardening. Think of it like you were trying to teach your father, your son, your daughter, your neighbor how to grow their own food, so that you can grow your own food and you can teach them how to do the same thing, and so they won't be coming over to steal your food. Because that's the purpose of Shed Wars. That being said, we want these videos to be at least 2 minutes long. If they're not, they do not count. And they have to be, you need to try as hard as you can on these 2 videos per month to give some real gardening knowledge. You want to teach people, okay? Everybody knows that you need sunlight and water to grow your garden, and they know that they need seeds, okay? So don't make a little video saying, my gardening tip is, you want to have seeds if you're going to grow a garden. Well, duh. And if you do that, it's not going to qualify, and you're not really considered someone that's part of the community, not really trying. So make good gardening videos, 2 of them a month, for a total of 12. 2 minutes long. You must be teaching. Now, here's a little something more about that. Make sure that all of your videos for Shed Wars are family friendly. We want to keep this on a G or at the most PG level. Adults are not the only ones in this competition. We have children in here too. So make the kind of videos that you would be okay with, your children or your grandparents to watch. We want this to be clean. Your weigh-in videos, they don't count. If you want to weigh your food, that's fine. Weigh your chickens, weigh your eggs, weigh your vegetables, whatever you want to weigh. That's great. Those are great videos and people love to see them. but they do not count for your 12 official videos that you need throughout the season to a month, okay? A standalone video weigh-in video won't count. So you can still make those videos, it's just not the required. Now, how do we tell what's required? I told you earlier about the title. It's going to be SHEDWARS22SH in parentheses, okay? Your required videos. Now see, let me back up just a second. That title, that in parentheses, SHEDWARS22SH in your title, and the hashtag that will correspond, which I'll tell you about that later. That needs to be in your title, and it can be in any of your ShedWars videos, okay? A lot of people may like to make a shout out or something other than just a strict video for gardening. And so you can still use that in the title for whatever it is. But the competition, the 12 videos a year, 2 per month, that need to be made in order to qualify for the prize at the end, you're going to want to do this. SHEDWARS22SH in parentheses, right behind that, put the letter G, capital letters on all this. I'm not sure that it matters, but we want to be uniform. If you're watching this video, you'll know. So all capital letters, no space in there, and then the capital G at the end. That will tell anybody, without spelling out gardening at the end of it, that's your official video. And it'll take up less characters on your title. I think we've covered everything. 2 minutes long at least. It's got to be 2 minutes long. You can make longer ones, but they must be at least 2 minutes long. And hopefully that'll help you make up some good cooking content and stay away from any kind of poopy as you do it. We don't want to cause you any problems throughout the year. We want to help you. With the prize that we've got going on right now, the prizes that are coming, they're worth something. It could be a lot of money that's going to be divided up amongst our contestants, okay? So where there's something of value, there needs to be rules. Follow these rules, or you will be disqualified. All right, let's go look for another one. Number 4 is around here somewhere. It really is a beautiful day in my part of the world. Oh, beautiful fall day. And rule number 4 is close. I can smell it. Wilson loves this rule. Look down in there. They ain't all little. Some of them's big and easy to see, like this great big old gigantic crack. But look down there, look real close. You see it down there? That's rule number 4. You absolutely must grow a vegetable in a container. Yep, it shows it right there. You can see it. You must grow, let me zoom in. Must grow a vegetable in a container. Now, in the past, we've had some people say they didn't know how to grow a vegetable in a container. Well, you're going to learn how this year if you don't, okay? Grow a vegetable in a container, and that means squash, tomatoes, cucumbers. It doesn't mean strawberries, okay? No strawberries, no trees, no fungus, no mold. It's got to be a vegetable, something that somebody can eat. Wilson loves this because he is a vegetable in a container. Y'all seen him. Y'all know who he is. If not, come over to my channel and take a chance to meet Wilson. Rule number 4, you must grow a vegetable in a container. Let's go look for number 5 now. Rule number 5 reminds me of places like this. They have a bunch of buildings here, old churches. This old barn, hand-hewn lumber, gigantic, massive timbers. This reminds me of rule number 5, with the hay setting in there like that. Look at there. Now, Why does it remind you? Why does it remind me of that, my childhood? Because our barn looked pretty much just like that when I was a kid. And we had some old houses. We did. Our houses were not quite this old, right? They weren't, but not far in our past. Most of our ancestors lived in a small, tiny house just like that. And they tried to squeak out a living for themselves, doing what they can to make enough food to survive through the winter so that they could do it again next year. So rule number 5 is all about that. Let's go see if I can find it first. I bet it's up here. It's all about that. But let me go find it officially. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it hidden? Look at that. Look at that old glass. It's not a reproduction. This is the actual building. Rule number 5 is whatever you and your own family can grow. Now, it's not for selling. The weight of this competition is what you and your family can grow for your own use, not to sell. Now, what about shared food? What if you're a great gardener, great fisherman, great whatever, okay? Because it's not just about gardening, all right? What if you're a great fisherman and you've caught a bunch of food, a bunch of fish, and you're going to keep some of it, but you're going to give away 100 pounds of it? If you've done that, then that counts towards shared food weight. And there's a gladiator challenge for that we'll tell you about later. Now, let's talk about that. What about this food? Only what you and your family grow on your own place for your own use. Maybe, for your own use. Not what you share for the main competition. Like I said, that's a gladiator challenge and separate. Only what you're going to grow and use and put away yourself. Nothing that you sell. And it's also got to be the original product, all right? And you can weigh these things only once. You can grow your cabbage, weigh your cabbage, but don't weigh your cabbage and then chop it up and make coleslaw or jars of slaw or kraut or anything like that. If you've got cows and you're weighing your milk, or goats, weigh the milk. It weighs the most anyhow. Weigh the original product. That's what counts, and you'll be better off. We don't want jar weight. We don't want basket weight, just the weight of the actual food. If you should later turn that milk into cheese, butter, or anything else, or if you take your potatoes and can them, throw them into a bunch of jars with other vegetables and make homemade vegetable soup, don't weigh your vegetable soup, weigh your original product. That is what's going to count. With that said, let's see. Yeah, a little bit more. I mentioned fish. Shed Wars is all about what kind of food you can gather, you and your family. It's not just about gardening, this weight. Now, the teaching videos are, but the weigh-ins can be any kind of food that you and your family can gather up to make your meals in your little home. Go fishing, go hunting, trapping, doesn't matter. Whatever it is, you can grow mushrooms. You can go forage for mushrooms, hickory nuts, apples, whatever it is. If you're out there gathering it for food, either in the wild or something that you've grown or caught, it counts for your weight. I think I've covered that. Let's see, just about anything. Yeah, that was rule number 5. Now we got rule number 6 coming up. Let's go take a walk. Well, we're over here now on the back side of the house. See that right there? It's just about Christmas time. And people all across the world's thinking about that. Them old steps right there. Look at that. Beautiful old houses. Now, we got to find this last one. Where is it? Just off the house. Well. Look what we have here. We've got clue, or rather rule, number 6. This will be easy to see now in here. Look at this old thing right here. Used to haul water up from the well. It's dark down in there. Look like they got a little trash in there. Let's not get the trash in there. Let's get them pine cones right there. Look down in that well. Rule number 6. We have 3 required hashtags. And the first one is hashtag SHEDWARS. The second one is hashtag SHEDWARS22SH. And the next one is hashtag Team Aquarius, all one word, or hashtag Team Will It Grow. We got to have those in the videos, in your description. They do not belong in your title. They have to be in the description. And we ask that you have at least SHEDWARS and SHEDWARS22SH in there first. First 2. We ask that. Your team hashtag can be a little bit later. That's fine if you want other hashtags in there. But we do want the other 2 hashtags in there, first and second, that kind of thing. It helps with the algorithm and what we're doing. Now, that's only on your required videos, all right? Any SHEDWARS video that you make, you're going to have those in it. But your required ones have to have it in there. And, but there's room for other hashtags, all right? Now, we have categories that we're talking about. We're going to have what's called the SHEDWARS World Fair, and it's going to incorporate and involve every aspect of what we do that's outside of gardening, canning, quilting, animal husbandry, foraging, hunting, fishing, any kind of content for self-sufficiency that you can put out there on YouTube, just about can be included in the SHEDWARS World Fair. Now, I want to tell you about that in another video, not today. Get those 3 hashtags correct, as I showed you, and have them in your description, not in your title. That's number 6. Now, I've got a little bit more to talk about. You're going to need to hear this stuff, okay? And you're really going to want to hear about the prize, or one of them. So stick around. Talk to y'all about the prize. Look here where we are. Right here on the edge of this cliff. See it right there? It says danger beyond this point. Danger. Dangerous cliff edge. You know, that's sort of like a rule right there. If you break a rule, you're going to break your dang neck. We're going to need a little privacy here. Let's slip in here. Let me show you about something. Talking about prizes. We got to get away from them prying eyes. Have us a little privacy in here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people come up here. People have been married up here, lots of them. Let me get ready to show you something right here on this little bench. All right. We've got a little privacy in here for now, but it ain't going to last long. There's other people here. Let me throw that hat down there. All right. I got y'all on the belly cam right now, believe it or not. Now let's talk about them prize. You ever seen that right there? That's cash. Right there is American money. Now, you folks down in Australia and New Zealand and South America, y'all got a different kind of money. So here's what we decided to do. Because there's so many things going on in our world that don't allow us to ship things like seeds, we're going to put out some money. And we're going to put that money into the hands of Miss Garowin down there at Jandera homestead. That is one of the most honorable women that I've ever met. Not in real life, but I tell you what, she's got our complete trust and faith in what we're doing. And for you folks in the Southern Hemisphere, she is going to be the secretary. Yeah, we've got two secretaries. One is Miss Lori's World up here in the Northern Hemisphere. She's in Canada. And Garowin at Jandera Homestead. Jandera is going to hold on to the money for us, and she is going to make sure at the end of this that it goes where it needs to go. All right? Now here's what we're going to do. That's $100 of my money right there. I'm putting in the hat. And look here. John is going to put in $100 of his money. Boom. That's $200 right there. That's a pretty good prize. Now, it's not the money. What's going to happen is we're sending that to her, and she is going to find the seed company of your choice, whatever we do down there, and there's going to be some kind of gift certificate or something from the seed company that is in your part of the world. And that right there, that $200, is what we're going to start out with. Now, we're going to encourage people to come along with us and donate some things. As a matter of fact, what if you wanted to donate to the cause? What if you like what we're doing? You got an extra 20 bucks, right? An extra 20 for somebody else. What if you're a fan of Shed Wars and want to help out? You can do the same thing that John and I are doing. You can have your money transferred right to Jandera. And maybe it's just $1. Maybe it's $2, $3. Maybe it's a whole bunch of dollars. Yeah, maybe it's that. Maybe it's a lot more dollars. Whatever it is, all this money right here, it starts out with $200. It's a prize of at least $200. Now that's going to cover the shipping and everything. It's not going to cost Miss Garowin any money. It's not going to cost her $5. It's not going to cost her $10 or anything like that. All this money right here that she's going to be handling, that's going to take care of all the shipping and everything that's needed to get out. Now look at how many members we've got right now. Down in the Southern Hemisphere, we've got maybe 10 people now. Well, at the end of this season, you folks are going to have at least $200 worth of seeds, and however y'all decide to, whatever products you decide to put that to. Right now I'm saying seeds. Later on we'll talk more about that and get that taken care of. But if you've got people that want to help, that like what we're doing, then we're going to give you a way to do that. You're not going to transfer it to me or John. This is all going to go to Miss Garowin at Jandera Homestead. I trust her to hold the money. She's a good person. With that being said, what else do we need to do? We've had our privacy. Let me button up all this cash now and get out of here before I'm found. Somebody knocks me over the head. All right. That's all the privacy we need. We got everything done now. Now, let's go over here and get us a look at this here cliff edge that we're being warned about, right? Y'all see down there? That's a beautiful valley. It's a beautiful day here, and I wanted to share this with y'all. Share the beauty of what I see here. May make a little longer video, but I hope you've enjoyed it. Now let me tell you just a couple of more things. What do y'all think about that prize idea? What do y'all think about that pot that could possibly be growing, all the season long by people making donations, people that you know, sending that money in? That's going to be with the members that we've got. That's already a pretty big deal with just what John and I have put in. Now, that being said, we're gonna accept entry videos into Shed Wars until January 1st for the Southern Hemisphere. If you're somewhere down there south of the equator, you just come and join us. You've got till January 1st to get your video in. But we'd hope that you come along and jump in here with us and help your fellow Aussies and Africans and New Zealanders and South Americans, whoever. Southern Hemisphere. Now, keep in mind, the things that we've got right now, these rules and what we're doing, this is for SHEDWARS 3.0. This is our third year. These are the official rules for the third year. If we change them, if we need to, then we'll do that, and it'll be on an official video. Now, let's see. Let's take care of this other stuff here. It's going to, you got till January 1st to make your intro video and get it up to where we can see it, okay? Let us know that you want to join and make one. Now, when does your season end? The SHEDWARS, the third season, Southern Hemisphere starting us off in the new year. Your season will be over on May the 20th. Now, the equinox down there, your fall equinox, that's going to fall on March the 20th. And that's 2 months after that fall equinox for y'all. It's going to be May 20th, 2022. That's the end of your SHEDWARS season. Now, your season has already started, of course. We've had kind of a rough rollout again, but we're getting a little bit closer in on this stuff. Now, we'll make more videos calling out for sponsors and announcing some. We've got one sponsor in Southern Hemisphere right now in Australia. If you have ideas for sponsors, anyone that would like to help or make donations, I promise you, here's the thing, we will help do some promoting of that. If you've got a sponsor, we would love to help them. If they want to help us, we would love to help them. So look around. Maybe you can find somebody to help us grow and we can help them. But now they do need to be approved by both me and John. We need to make sure that whatever is being offered is something that we want associated with SHEDWARS. Okay, that's a big thing. Now the donations toward the money going toward the seeds that Garowin is going to hold, that can be made by anybody, right? Anybody can do that. Let's see. I think that's about it, folks. SHEDWARS is about a bunch of people on YouTube coming together to teach the world to grow their own food again. And we'll be proud to have y'all with us. It's a family-oriented kind of thing. It's a community. SHEDWARS is a community. And those people who have made it through in what we call good standing, you folks are family, and we invite you back. Yeah, stay connected to the SHEDWARS family, know what's going on, support one another, help each other grow. It's going to be a fantastic year. And you know what, folks? We really need this kind of information to be out there. So I guess from my part of the world, here in North Alabama, up on top of a mountain, on a fall day, I wish you all in the Southern Hemisphere a wonderful spring day. Let's get this going. This is SHEDWARS, third year. SHEDWARS, Southern Hemisphere 22. Y'all be good.